What's up, everyone? I'm your host, Onney, the CEO, and we are back tonight with our 100th segment, man. And I have the man with all the sauce in the building. So I don't want you to go anywhere because you are now plugged in, tuned in, tapped in with Outside the Box. And we're back, another week, another fire segment. But tonight's segment is something special. It's the 100th episode of Outside the Box. And tonight we're giving a tribute and a salute to one of our very own, Mr. Doughboy Sauce, that's in the building, part of the TSL family. You guys give him a warm welcome. How you doing, Mr. Doughboy Sauce?
Man, I'm blessed, and I didn't even know this was the 100. I made it to the 100 one.
Yeah.
That's a blessing. I mean, this week just been full of blessings for me, and I'm just glad y'all called upon me to be here for the 100 episode.
Yeah. Well, I see that you have a lot going on, and we're gonna be sure to touch up on all of that. But I want to start, it's so many things you're doing. I'm literally all over the place with this interview, but because you're doing so many great things, I want to shed light on some of those things that you're doing in the community, because I think that it deserves that. And black men alone, especially black men that's in music, don't get enough credit.
Right.
You know, they always want to highlight, that we've been in the penitentiary. They want to highlight that we got tattoos, we this and that. But what are we doing to create change? And you are definitely creating change in lives that people don't even know about. So I want to talk about that, the man behind the music. But before I put the wagon before the horse, I want you to tell our listeners and our viewers that don't have the opportunity to sit across from you on a couch, who are you, what do you do, and let us start from there.
I'm Daniel Dillard. That's my real name. I go by Doughboy Sauce. It's crazy because a lot of the things that you just brought up, I actually experienced those things. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. A lot of things that we're stereotyped by, things that are meant to keep us stagnant. You know what I'm saying? By the grace of God, I was able to overcome those things. I've been to prison. I do have a bunch of tattoos. I am stereotyped by a lot of people. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's a lot of things that I'm blessed with right now. I really didn't even picture myself in that way, or with those things, or in that light, you know what I'm saying? So I know a lot of people didn't see me that way. As of today, I am an artist. I've been rapping for a while, but by the grace of God, I'm able to say that me and my brothers were able to make history here in Houston with TSL. We started the whole sauce, the whole reason the world is saying sauce, the whole reason that the world is saying dripping, or anything like that, flavor that come from us. We was able to influence the whole world, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, what's up now, TSL, that stands for the Sauce Factory.
The Sauce Factory, yes.
Now, what was the inspiration behind you guys getting together in that, and what is your position in the Sauce Factory?
Well, overall, you know what I'm saying, first of all and foremost, I am an artist, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I do my part as far as that goes when I feel like it, because I have other businesses that I'm running. But overall, I'm more like a mentor, more like the big homie, more like the big brother of that, you know what I'm saying? And that's to everybody from Sauce Walker all the way down. I love them, and I appreciate them trusting my decision making, you know what I'm saying, and my opinions on certain things. I just do my part.
Now, how does it feel to be a part of the foundation of such a movement that has truly grown? Because I've come across a few TSF artists that I've had the opportunity to have right here on Outside the Box, from L Train. You guys just recently signed my nephew, Say So P. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. He's living in Miami, but he's from Memphis. So I'm watching you guys grow.
Right.
So how does it feel to be a part of the foundation of that?
It's just really me doing what I always done, and that's just create opportunities, open doors. The relationships that I have that it probably would take the next person probably 10, 15 years to get. You know what I'm saying? I'm saving them a bunch of time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm kind of letting you walk into the door
built
that I've
the
already.
platform.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I don't try to overdo my part. I don't really care about the spotlight too much. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things I'm just in the back making sure that things go as planned, and just to see those things, you know, just come to pass, man, it's a blessing. Because I mean, honestly, a lot of people in the industry, you know, everybody feel like it takes a lot of money. We didn't have a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? The city, the world just really just gravitated to us and really liked what we were doing and actually followed the movement. You know what I'm saying? So I cannot thank everyone enough, because if not, we would have just been a movement trying to be a movement, but everybody not moving with it. So I'm just grateful that they believe in us, and you know, really just trusted what we had going on. So
well, that's definitely what's up now. TSF have a whole roster of artists. So how to be affiliated with the TSF family, what is that process like? Do you guys vet out your own artists? How does that work?
I'm sorry.
As far as that go, I mean, like, I'm an original member, you know what I'm saying? I respect all the, you know what I'm saying, the new guys, because you mean, like, if you want to keep evolving, you gotta evolve with the music industry. You got, you know what I'm saying, you gotta continue to reach out and grab artists, you know what I'm saying, better artists. Some artists get old, some, you know what I'm saying, like, it's a different sound, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, it's just constantly looking for different talent, you know what I'm saying, giving other brothers opportunities, and at the same time, creating other streams of revenue, you know what I'm saying, because we gotta eat.
You've had the opportunity to work with, like, some major producers and open the door for some. Now, who are some of the artists and producers that you've had the opportunity to work closely with?
Man, one of the main producers is my little brother, Fred Onney. That's my real little brother, Fred Onney. He made Flick of the Wrist. He made Watch Me Run Up Them Bands. He got production with what's his name? With Travis Scott. I can't think of his name. Don Toliver. He got a bunch of production with him, and that's my real little brother. We actually, when we first started the Sauce, when he first made Flick of the Wrist, we used to sleep on the ab mattress. We used to share an ab mattress, me and him. So, you know what I'm saying? That's one of my. Of course, I'm gonna say him before anybody. But I've never did a song with Young Boy, but that's my little brother. I love him. Like, when he cut his months off, he was in Houston with me. Like, his songs on his first records that he made, that he shot me out on that, you know, and I wasn't there. So that it was his real love, you know what I'm saying, to shout me out in a song. I'm not there. Like, it's not like you're trying to impress me. It's just genuine. Lil Jeremy, Fast Lane, Young Al, you know what I'm saying? Of course, Sauce Walker, everybody with the whole Sauce. I've worked with every top producer that it is. R.I.P. D Bando, DJ XO. You name them. I work with them. I've been there with them. A lot of people I didn't even do music with. It was just relationships.
Relationships are so important, especially in this industry. Some people get so caught up in the hype when they don't realize that actually sometimes relationship is worth more than money.
Yeah,
because
Chucky Trill too. Before we go any further, R.I.P. Chucky Trill.
R.I.P. Chucky.
Me and Chucky, we was supposed to do a whole project together, because man, we just gelled so well. You know what I'm saying? We stood for the same thing. We would sit and have long talks. A lot of artists, you know, that they don't think how we think. You know what I'm saying? Me and him, we were all about family. I was married, he was married. You know what I'm saying? We were really just trying to just really provide for our family. Like that was his whole objective. That's his whole goal, was just to create a better way for his family. And that of course I gravitated to that, because that's the same thing I was on. I still am on that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not out here faking. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm really living life the way that I feel like it's supposed to be lived. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, a lot of stuff that they hear in songs, that's not what's up. You know what I'm saying? It sound good on wax. You feel me?
Yeah.
But the truth of the matter is, man, it's okay to take care of your kids. It's not a problem.
It's definitely okay to live outside the box.
Yeah, it's okay to, if you find somebody that you love, it's okay to express that love. You know what I'm saying? It's no reason to be ashamed of that. It's okay to get married if you and that person really, you know what I'm saying, can come together as one. Yeah.
I love that. Wow. We know you have so many different layers and facets, but I have a video, a little throwback. I know you got some new music coming. We're going to check this one out. Teardrop, it's still popping.
Let's get
check
into
it
it.
out.
Let's get into it.
Yeah. One thing I know about this shit, everything comes to an end. Yeah.
Won't have to cry no more. And we won't have to cry no more.
Damn, Diesel turn me up then.
If I die, don't cry, go and find my killer. I'm the definition of good dad and drug dealer. Could never drop a dime, I was busy pitching nickels. Been off the porch since peppermints and sour pickles. And I was taught that everything comes to an end. Lost some homies that ain't never coming back again. So when it's over, close the curtains, finito. Just in case I leave, here's the number to my amigos. And don't forget the code to the safe, by the way, don't be late. And when you come to pay, just make sure your money's straight. Don't let the money stop cause I'm gone. Just take my phone and sell the bricks zone for zone. You on your own.
Shark in the water, so you better have your hook right. Put it in my hands, I can tell you in a book like we plugged for 23. Lace my J's and I took flight. Lot of baking soda, I ain't talking about a cook Sprite. Yeah. Here's a message for the day I make my exit. Gone too soon, I know y'all never wouldn't have guessed it. Had plans to keep living, but everything got redirected. Here's the game, do your thing. Whip it and stretch it, yeah, yeah. Whip it and stretch it, is the game, yeah. We gon' whip it and stretch it, yeah, yeah. Whip it and stretch it, is the game, yeah. We gon' whip it and stretch it,
till it's
yeah.
over. I just need my stove, a bankroll, and baking soda. Ain't no competition, all my niggas slanging boulders. Poppin' Percocets, all this weight up on my shoulder. I'm tryna hold up.
36, wop, chop it off the block. We done made a lot of blue.
Now that's what's up. Now moving on to another venture that you have right here in Houston. Let's talk about Black Ink Houston.
Right.
Can you tell us how that came about? Because it's another. I think that it's like dope to have a tattoo shop, Black Ink, right here in Houston, where people can go to and get custom art by someone that we know and love. So tell us how that.
Well, as you can see, I love tattoos. You know what I'm saying? I love art. I can't stress enough about relationships. That, of course, that came from relationship, like the relationship that I had with Van. I had the relationship with Van. He introduced me to Caesar. We instantly connected. To this day, on my brothers. You know what I'm saying? We did a lot of traveling, a lot of partying, a lot of having fun. And I remember like 2 years ago, my birthday party, I had a big birthday party out here, a pool party. It was dope. And afterwards, I was like, okay, we done had enough fun. We got to get some money.
Right.
Like, what we gonna do? So I pitched that to them. They was with it. Put the money together. Got the location. Of course, I picked the location. This is my city. I know we need to be in the Galleria. We need to be, you know, it's all about location. So we made it happen, and now we're here. The same Black Ink that you see on TV. By the grace of God, I was able to bring it to Houston.
That's so dope.
That's history again.
I'm about to go get inked up. Maybe we could do it behind the scenes. You know,
maybe we can.
Yeah, I like that. Now, not just Black Ink. You also, I've heard from Little Bird that you coach football.
Yeah.
You have
8 years. 8 years.
So, what is the name of your football team?
I coach with the Southeast Lions. I used to coach with the Garden Villa Giants. Now I coach with the Southeast Lions. That's right there in the community where I'm from. So, I mean, like, if I coach anywhere, I got to coach right here.
Now, that's so dope. So, you do music. You have a tattoo shop. You coach football. Your father. You just all over the place. You just outside the box. That's why you're on the couch with me.
Right.
Okay, so you also do, like, sponsorships for the children as well. Now, tell me a little bit about that. Like, what inspired you to want to get involved into the community as far as coaching, and you do giveaways and so much stuff that you never even talk about that the community knows and sees? I mean,
I come from that. I come from the same place they come from. It's a lot of talented children, upcoming athletes, upcoming whatever, lawyers and everything, but a lot of them don't get to make it there because they're less fortunate. And I don't think that should be a reason that somebody's dreams should be so short. You know what I'm saying? Because they parents, it's out of their control. They don't have nothing to do with them that their parents can't provide. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not looking down on their parents because it's life. Sometimes it get hard like that. So I try to fill that gap. I try to step in that gap and really try to be there for them and continue to encourage them to keep doing what you're doing. Don't let whatever you're going through at home, you know what I'm saying, like let that be the fire to make you go harder for what you want. So, you know what I'm saying, I get out there and I coach them, and I understand that it's being a coach is more than just calling plays on the field. You know, these kids actually trust me. They trust my decision making. They watching what I'm doing. So it's deeper than just football. I'm more of a life coach. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's deeper than football. I coach artists and people on the daily.
I was gonna say that,
grown
like
folks,
you just
know
really
what I'm
just kind of carries over. It's who you are. It's a part of your makeup. And speaking of that, like, first of all, let me just tell you, I'm proud of you. You know what I'm saying? Because for one, like, I love to see the underdog win in anything. You know what I mean? And already coming out the gate, you had a lot of what they call stripes against you to say that to be a statistic, but you turn that whole thing around and you like, look at me now. Like, you recently just got a proclamation. You got your own day in the city. That didn't come lightly. That came with work, with dedication, with giving back.
Well, I mean, basically, I did a lot of. I've never did anything heinous, anything hateful. You know what I'm saying? Which I don't look down on anybody that you know, because maybe they went through that phase. Maybe you went through a phase where you was taking from people, you was robbing, you was doing whatever you was doing to try to, you know, make a way for you and yours. That's never been my thing. But I you know, I've did my share of other things out here. You know what I'm saying? So, and I've been caught for it. I've been to prison. I've been labeled as a drug dealer. Been labeled as a criminal. Been labeled as a felon, as a 3-time loser. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it just took the same. It took even more work to kind of change that narrative. So it's like every day I have to wake up and make a decision. You know what I'm saying? I have to choose between right and wrong. So today I just choose the right thing. I just take the long road. Yeah.
I so salute that, because I mean, you know, we can do what we want to do. We have free will.
Right.
But to rightfully choose to give back to the community, to, you know, we still who we are. Right. You understand what I'm saying?
Definitely.
We ain't out here messing with nobody. You know what I'm saying?
That's one reason why they respect me, because they know I actually come from that. They know I actually been there. I actually come from where you come from, and I'm an example that you can change that.
Yes, you can.
It can be changed. You know what I'm saying? Even though the world counted you out, you know what I'm saying? They said you'll never be anything. You'd have been in prison. You're a 3-time loser. You'll never get a job. You can't get a job. You can't get a house in your name. You can't get this and that. And those type of things that tear you down sometimes. It kind of make you lose your faith or kind of lose hope with it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a testimony that.
So let me ask you this: how did you maintain your faith when you have so many people that can't see your vision, but you see your vision so clearly? How did you stay?
I mean, first and foremost, I did 10 calendar years incarcerated, and there wasn't nobody there but me. Nobody was there with me.
Right.
So at the end of the day, I've had to motivate myself daily. You know what I'm saying? Because everything around me is negative. Everything around me has the crab in the bucket effect trying to pull me down. You know what I'm saying? You got dudes around you that got life. You got dudes that ain't never going home. You got dudes that are going home, but you know what I'm saying, they ain't trying to go home. Or maybe they don't see that, man, these people can give you 10 years. 10 years is not enough time to prepare you for what you're going to face when you get out. So every second, every day in jail, you got to be preparing yourself, planning. See, the average person get out of jail, they only plan their first day home. So they come home, they do everything that they plan to say they're going to do. And when they first come home, they wake up the next day and they like, now what I do?
Right.
So I had to continue to motivate myself, continue to just kind of rehabilitate myself. You know what I'm saying? Because like in that situation, if you never felt defeated, if you never, for real, you'll feel defeated down there. Yeah, like that's their whole goal, to break you. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of build yourself up.
Yeah.
You got to be, but the most important thing that happened, and I'm grateful for it, when I had kids, that's when everything changed.
Yeah. That
was my drive. That was my motivation. And I tell any father that's out here that's watching this, that's the best thing you can do. When you stop focusing on yourself and you really, I don't care if you are robbing, I don't care, which I don't condone it. I don't care if you're robbing, I don't care if you're selling drugs, I don't care what you're doing. You got to keep your intentions good. If you out here doing something that's against the law, but you got good intentions, you actually really you're not out here hustling to try to shine on nobody. You're not here hustling trying to shit on your ex. You know what I'm saying? You actually know that everything that I do is for my kids. Not saying that God, I'm not saying that God that will agree with what you're doing, but he'll give you favor.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm
He'll
saying?
give you grace.
Well, he'll give you grace.
He'll give you grace.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, like, just keep your intentions good. And if you got kids, just know that your life not about you no more. It's about them kids.
Now we're gonna pivot to another topic, because I see now you just partner with Exotic Pop, and we got our own drink now. Look, I done included myself.
Not,
the Cool Cup
you
juice.
gotta include yourself, because you come from where I come from. When I went and got my proclamation, I say we got us a day.
Yeah, so we got us a new juice on the block. Tell me about that. How does that feel to see your face
man
on a bottle?
And I mean, Charleston is my friend.
Uh-huh.
Been my friend for a while now. And I know a lot of people probably was bum rushing him, asking about a drink. I never asked about a drink. I knew I could have been had a drink. You understand what I'm saying? If I would have really just pressed the issue. So for them to come to me with the idea and us to sit down and come together and bring that to life, and my juice to be the best tasting juice and the #1 selling juice right now. And I know a lot of it is because of the taste, because it's good. It's when we talking Cool Cup juice with Exotic Pop, I got the best taste. But I know a lot of people really rock with that juice because they rock with me. You know what I'm saying? That, and I have people calling me way from other cities and states. So it's all a blessing to me.
Yeah,
because
I love it, man. You making history. This is how you leave your footprints in the sand.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When you can sit back and look and have your own day, you have your own beverage. People will remember you. It's not how you live, it's how you're remembered.
Right.
That matters, because of course people don't love you until you're gone. Like we get our love here, but you know how it is when that RIP come behind your name, everybody love you.
That's the part that just,
you want to make sure that when that time comes that they have a lot to remember.
Right.
And so you definitely leaving your footprints in the sand.
And shout out to my team, shout out to the mayor, shout out to my city, shout out to Kelly Roy, shout out to Jock, shout out to everybody that's Miss Megan, shout out to you, shout out to everybody that's believing in me. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people get days once they're deceased, but I'm still here.
Right, to see it.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Like that's the amazing part about it all. Now, you're a dope dad, and you don't keep none of that a secret from nobody. Like, you love your children. How do you juggle being a businessman and being a present father and a football coach? And you know what I'm saying? So much to do.
Help. I need help. I mean, and I'm not saying I need somebody to help me. I'm telling you, I do it with the help of the people that's around me. You know, and because they understand how passionate I am about my kids. You know what I'm saying? So. And they understand, they believe in me. They feel like we own it. So they know that they're not wasting their time with me. So, like, my team helped me a lot, and I just have to make sacrifices. I just have to make it work. I don't know how. I cannot tell you how.
Now, when did you get that aha moment that you just have to make it work? Like, where were you? Bring me to that space you were in when you decided that, man, I'm finna jump outside the box and I'm finna go hard for Doughboy and make history. I've
been to prison 3 times. This last time when I was in prison, God didn't come down and himself just tell me in my ear like but I knew it. Like I felt it in my heart. I didn't know what I was about to do when I got home, but I knew I was about to do something great. Yeah. And I knew that prison wasn't for me. I knew that was my last trip. So honestly, ever since then, man, since I came home and I just continued to, just stay dedicated to, the promise that I made to myself and to God. And to my at that time I only had my son, my oldest son, the promises that I made to him as well, because I had left him. When I left, he was like 5 months. When I got back, he was like 3 years old or something like that, walking. So I've been blessed ever since. So I can't stress that enough to any father. If you out here and you're not taking care of your kids and you wonder why it's not going right for you, man.
That's it. Now that you can look back on, because we older now, we in our 40s, we not way behind the years.
We in our 40s. We not in our 40s. I turned 40 next month.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm sorry. Let me speak for myself.
But it's okay though. But look at her. Look at her, y'all. That black don't crack now. They would have never even guessed that you was 40 anything.
Yeah, so, Gigi still got it.
Yeah,
Grandma still got it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so now that we're here, but even then, 40, you have a
Right.
lot of knowledge, a lot of experience, good, bad, indifferent. You've met a lot of people on your walk, on your journey, made a lot of different connections. If it was something that you could tell yourself that you wish you would have known earlier in your journey, what would that be?
Most importantly, I'm trying to think. It's so many things. First of all, don't care what people think, what people got to say. You know what I'm saying? You can't really trust people. You can't really trust nobody but yourself and God. Don't waste too much of your time really like sowing seeds into people, other people. You know what I'm saying? That you can sow into yourself. You can't control nobody but yourself. You can't depend on nobody but yourself and God. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't depend on your wife. You can be with a woman for 100 years. If whenever she wants, she can pack up and she can leave.
You know, that's so real why you just said that. Like, I just felt that in my spirit. And I just want to go back to, like, the sowing seeds into other people. And it's okay to sow seeds into other people, but make sure that you do it without the need of attachment, because earlier in my career, go back maybe 20-something years when I first started, I knew that I had the capacity to be great, but that greatness, I was afraid of that greatness. And being a young mom with 3 sons, I couldn't go on tour and do those things that other people could do because I was a mom.
Right.
So I would find other people to sow into, and then they would make it where they were going, and then they would kind of like, they didn't need me
that's
anymore.
Nothing new. That's nothing
and
new.
So I would end up so hurt about it. And it wasn't until I decided to take that same energy that I was putting into everyone else and put that energy into myself that I actually started to see things manifest.
Right.
So it's not a matter of being selfish. It's just a matter of knowing your worth and knowing that you can't continue to put pearls in a basket with a hole at the bottom.
Right.
And before you can put so much belief into other people, you really do need to believe in yourself.
Right.
You know, because you can't control what someone do. I can spend 10 years promoting you, being your best cheerleader, and then in 10 years you could look at me and say, okay, well, this is the end of the road.
I didn't make you do that.
Yeah, I didn't make you do that.
You did that on your own.
Correct.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that was definitely a nugget that I've never heard anyone acknowledge on the show, and this is my 100th episode.
Right.
So I just wanted to kind of elaborate on that as well. Now, what do we have to look forward to from Doughboy Sauce? Because you're doing so much. I'm looking forward to everything.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, I need to tell my manager to send me the list of the things you got to look forward to. Sometimes I don't even know what I got to look forward to.
Shout out to Jock the manager.
Shout out to my manager. Shout out to my team. I love y'all, man. I have a project coming up. This music has been recorded probably like three or 4 years at least. I was so wrapped up in my businesses. I also had a dry cleaner too called Load Cleaners, but I end up, you know what I'm saying, it was exactly what it was supposed to be. I learned what I need to learn, and I'll be back. Just stay tuned. You'll hear about that cleaners again, because I had to okay, so basically I did a traditional cleaners with all the machines and everything. I had to pay a whole staff and all that, but I figured out another way around it. You know what I'm saying? And I can't tell y'all on camera because I don't need nobody in my business.
You don't need everybody. Look, they don't need to steal the recipe or the sauce.
Just know I'll be back. But I was so wrapped up in my businesses that I kind of shied away from music. Like I didn't not purposely, but I was focused on what's bringing the bag in.
Exactly, I
but
get that.
My fans and the people that love me and care about me and really appreciate my music were like, man, when you gonna drop some more music? And I still been just telling them I'm coming. So I just got a phone call like a week ago, maybe a week or two. Like, hey, it's on you. You up the bat. You the next artist supposed to be dropping with TSF. So I'm like, all right, cool. Like, it's on me. So
let's do it.
Yeah. So I've been in the studio getting those songs, mix and master, and about to put that out.
Okay, well, I love it. I love it. Now, for those that are listening and those that are watching, where can we find you? You have your own Instagram page as well.
Well, I mean, if you ain't got no Instagram, you can find me at Black Ink Houston. You can come just pull up to the shop.
Pull up on them.
On me.
Yeah.
But on Instagram, you can find me at Doughboy_sauce. You see the shop page is Black Ink Houston Crew. You can hit me on either one of those. Like I said, if you can't get on my personal page, you can hit the business page. It'll definitely get you in contact with me. My Facebook is Daniel Dillard. You know what I'm saying? I'll be out there chilling with the cougars. You know,
Okay.
Cougars. You know, them older women, they ain't gonna play with, they ain't gonna beat around no bushes. They gonna tell you, come on over here.
Yeah, come on over here. I done cook for you, baby.
Going down. Leave
your food already in the microwave, waiting on you.
Oh yeah, old Pearly done called me over. I ain't got time for young girls. Pearly be cooking good over there, taking care of me.
Well, there you have it, you guys. I am having too good of a time here with Mr. Doughboy Sauce. He came and let me get all in his business. And I want to remind you that today's episode, the talent was found by the Royce Factory. And the show is also powered by Swan Owl, Sea Moss, and Beverages. Thank you so much for your sponsorship. And I will remind the viewers that we are on 28 platforms. You can find us the same time, the same place next week. You can find us on Stitcher, Spreaker, Spotify, Hip Hop Street's live stream music app, iHeartRadio, Google Play, iTunes, and you can also find us on YouTube on Oustide the Box with Onney show. Make sure you guys click the subscribe button, click the bell notification so you can be notified when we drop a new episode. We coming back, season 2, new guests, new faces, new places. You guys make sure you stay plugged in, tuned in, tapped in. And we're going to close out the show with a new single that you guys just did, you and Lil Kiki.
Yeah, Lil Kiki.
Shout out to Lil Kiki, called Brand New, because everything this season is brand new. You're now plugged in, tuned in, tapped in, Outside the Box.
Cappuccino insides covered in caramel, top missing like Sam Cassell. I'm leaving trails. Panoramic sunroof, James pull up hopping juice. Car was made in 75. It looked brand new. In and out of traffic, swangers fresh up out the plastic. The fifth wheel sleeping like it's laying on the mattress. It's built, not bought, smell fresher than the baby. Every single piece matching each other is coordinated. Yeah. Say, you ever had a whip make you feel better than your bitch? Or you ever had a slab treat you better than your girl? I'm just saying though. Candy paint, extra gloss, look inside my glass house. Trunk wide open, got me rolling with my ass out. Side piece molding, rims poking as I'm strolling. Inside looking like I wiped it down with lotion. I crawl in slow motion like a cat when I'm tipping. Got the belts on the back, make it give it a ass whipping. The way you hold me close says I'm tossing and turning. Root pop, weed burning, that hating ain't my concerning. Got me bossing like a Kermit and squatting like a sumo. Fog lights changing colors like Uno, kicking like judo. Time to come out the garage, I heard the boulevard jump. Shaking the windows at the store is my petroleum pumping. I'm about to ride like a hitchhiker and roll like a wheelchair. Pull up, give them something to talk about in the field, yeah. Hollywood smile, white walls, extra clean. Got the bows with the thick lips covered in Vaseline. David Taylor grill, wood and leather wheel. Got me not wanting to go home the way you make me feel, yeah.